Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me in another video. So as you can tell based on the title, well today we are going to be talking about hobo bags. Now this is a style that continues to, I think, cycle in fashion, and when it does stay for a while. Throughout a lot of the 2010s, mid to late 2010s, hobo bags weren't as popular as they were maybe in like the 2000s, but it seems like in the 2020s is a style that we are seeing continue on today. We're still seeing it on these recent fashion runways. We're still seeing a lot of people wear it, and I think we're at this point in like the trend cycle where there's so much variety with this style. The beauty about these bags is they're very slouchy, very casual, very relaxed, and I thought we'd talk about some of the bags worn this week. And again, we have some styles that I would say lean on the more minimal side, but a lot of styles that are quite, I would say, over the top. And we'll first start off with Dua Lipa wearing this Gucci fall 2025 bag. So we saw this on the runway. It's one of these furry mohair bags with the half horse bit. Of course, Gucci just launched this season the soft bit bag, which seems to be the bag that they're pushing this season, but it's very over the top. You're wearing this pink woolly mammoth as a handbag. It's not necessarily the most practical, but it's definitely a big statement bag. Switching gears here, we've got Priyanka Chopra. She's also wearing Gucci. This is one of, I think, the most classic, one of the most iconic hobo styles, and this is the Gucci 1961 shoulder bag, of course, named after Jackie O. Her love for these hobo bags, so much that she has her own namesake at Gucci. I think it's a really cool bag, and I think Gucci's like really leaned into this style. I love how she's wearing it with this like casual PJ set from Totem, these backless loafers. Is super casual, relaxed, but like still chic and has like an elegance about it. Next we have Gabrielle Union. So she's wearing the Schiaparelli, the small souffle bag. I also love how a lot of these bags are named after like baked goods, like the Fendi baguette or the La Mer croissant. Well, now we've got the Schiaparelli souffle. What makes this interesting is it's got that anatomy hardware. So think of like the eye, nose, mouth, that like surreal touch that Schiaparelli bags are known for. It still feels quite Schiaparelli, but it's also done in a more like casual, relaxed kind of way. And I love how Gabrielle Union has styled this. And next we have Dakota Johnson. So she is wearing the Bottega Veneta. This is the Tosca bag. So this bag is very expensive, but I think the reason being is the weave on this style. It's a lot finer, it's a lot smaller. It also has this really interesting sculptural spherical hardware. Again, definitely one of Bottega's more premium top end bags. And I think Bottega is really one of the reasons why this style, like just think about the popularity of the Jody bag. I think that was one of the first bags, like the first it bags that I think really brought this style back to the forefront of fashion. And then of course Bottega has also had other great hobo styles. You know, another really popular one is the Hop bag, but here we've got the Tosca bag. Next, another bag I saw. Now this isn't a new style. I actually don't think that this has been a style that has been available for some time, but this is the Row Everyday bag. And I saw this on Elsa Hosk, and it looks like she's brought this bag back out. I love this style. I think it's one of these styles, again, that you can always go back to. It's, you know, super casual, relaxed, as the name states. It's a great everyday bag. One thing I will say about a lot of hobo bags, and specifically a bag like this though, if you're someone like me and you like to wear a bit more like outerwear, on Elsa Hosk for like spring day, like this is perfect. But I always think with like shoulder bags, if I'm going to think about it with like my winter wardrobe, it's definitely always something I want to try on, but fabulous style. Next we have Meredith Duxbury. So I honestly was not too familiar with who she was, but would see her constantly pop up on my feed. So she's a beauty influencer, but also a fashion girl at the same time. She's walked for several fashion shows, but here she is in this full Chloe look. This is the foulard shoulder bag with this fringed leather. Of course, another reason why I think we're seeing this style continue on is this resurgence of boho that we've been seeing, especially with Chloe. Chloe, I think, has been one of the main brands that has really revitalized this style, but brought a new spin, made it a little bit more contemporary for the 2020s. Of course, fringe has also been a theme we've been seeing in fashion. Again, this is one of these bags that it's very distinctly boho, very distinctly Western. Next, we have Rosamund Pike. So this is the Dior de Journey bag. She is an ambassador for the brand. A lot of these celebrities, as we know, are often paid to wear these bags, but it's interesting to, I think, to always see what are the bags that they want to put out there and have people see, like get more visibility. That's like the whole intention with a lot of these kinds of moves. But here she is wearing the Dior de Journey bag. It's more of, I think, these elongated hobo sling bags. When I think about La Mer, this is a bag that you can wear over your shoulder, but Maybe it's more so in the bigger versions, but the strap adjustability is designed so that you can wear it like across your back or like slung around your body. That is Dior's bag that they're promoting this season. Jimmy Choo also released their summer 2025 ad campaign. A lot of new shoulder bags, slouchy bags, hobo bags with Chloe Sevigny. I think there's this style that we're also seeing. It's like, I would say, an evolution on this trend, the cinch bag. A lot of these bags have like a shoulder strap, have that slouchy, relaxed look. Instead of like a zippered or a magnetic closure, these bags have a pull tab or drawstring of some sort. The Jimmy Choo has this cinch M and cinch S bag. It also comes in a variety of different colors, materials, this denim style with embroidery, very in line with, I feel, this like Western boho theme. Also, the drawstring just overall reminds me of Western ties, but this like cinched look is very much in style right now. They also have this fringe version as well. Another style that Jimmy Choo has that they've been promoting is also the diamond hobo bag. Next here we've got Kendall and Gigi. So Gigi's wearing the Chanel 22 bag, which we've seen already quite heavily at this point for the past 3 years. Slouchy leather bag with this enlarged quilting. Beside her we've got Kendall. She's wearing the Row Nuance bag. This is a bag that Kendall has been wearing, I would say, quite heavily in 2025. It's a shoulder bag that has this flap and it's got this very defined stitching around it. Like the Nuance line is the line with the defined stitching. But Kendall is someone who's often wearing the Row. I've honestly always wondered if the Row would ever name a bag after her. I feel like that would just be like really fitting as someone who always wears the Row. Not sure if this is something that the Row would do, but regardless, Kendall is somebody who is seen wearing the Row quite heavily, and here she is wearing the Row Nuance. Finally, we've got Jenny Kim wearing the Chanel 22 bag. It's like a hobo meets bucket. It's got also that utility vibe with the pockets. It's various styles packaged into one with like the quintessential design elements that we know from Chanel, the chain strap, the Chanel CC logo, the quilting. I'm not gonna lie, this is a bag that I'm probably seeing the most on social media right now. Like the push for this bag, I guarantee on my like Instagram For You page, probably 1 in 10 posts is gonna be this bag. But the thing about the social media marketing is the more you see it, the more I see it even though this was not a bag I was drawn to like at all, the more I see it, I'm like, oh, it actually looks like styled in such a cool way. But again, for me, I don't really think I'm much of a bucket bag person, and also just the price, I think it's just a little bit too much of a stretch for me. But yes, those were the hobo style, slouchy, relaxed handbags that we saw worn this past, I would say, week and a bit. Did any of these bags speak to you? Please let me know down below. Thank you so much for joining me in another one, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!